research. I honestly believe, I know people, I'm well aware that President Trump exists loudly, but honestly believe that in the case of Harvard, Harvard is in many respects violating federal law. They just are. And they say, but we're entitled to the money anyway. And they're not. And it'll be interesting and impactful to see how it turns out.
And what federal law is Harvard violating?
Well, here's what I think Harvard is doing. Harvard practices ideological capture. They don't practice viewpoint diversity. I think among not the sciences, but the humanities, Harvard teaches, for example, that the world is divided between oppressors and the oppressed. And oppressors should be punished, and they're evil, like America, Israel. The oppressed are victims, and they should be helped at any cost. I think that leads Harvard to support racial quotas. I think they're still using racial quotas. I think that supports Harvard to believe in diversity, equity, inclusion, and the right to harm the Jewish people. And I think that violates most of the civil rights laws. Now, the way out of this, the federal government said, look, Harvard, are you doing this? Harvard says no. The government says, well, how do we know that? And Harvard says, I give you a pinky promise. Maybe we were at one time, but we're not anymore. What Harvard needs to agree to is a monitor that they pick. And Trump has offered this to them. Let Harvard pick a monitor to verify that they're not breaking federal law. Now, the federal government would have a veto power over the monitor, and that, to me, is the short way home. But I don't think Harvard's going to do that. I think they're trying to wait out President Trump. They figure a Democrat will come in and they can go back to normal.
So you're saying almost like an ombudsman. Newspapers used to have ombudsmen.
Yeah.
You're saying somebody that Harvard appoints themselves, that the government can agree on, and that can
Sure.
act as sort of an ombudsman between Harvard and the federal government.
Yeah, I don't want to run Harvard University. I mean, and I don't think any fair-minded person wants government to run a university. Hell, we can barely run the post office. But